What's up, folks? What's up, everybody? It's me, Chris, and I've got another tech ride home for you. It's been a while since I did one of these, and I'm gonna try to leave without killing this guy that's beside my car. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. And without killing myself. All right, homeboy, just hold on 1 minute. Let me get by you, then you can go about your business. What's up, everybody? I hope you've been having a great year so far. I know it's been a while since I've been on. Make sure I got a mic. Yeah, I do. It's been a long time since I've been on. I hadn't really posted a video in a while, and it's been weird, you know. I hadn't posted any kind of videos. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update. This is going to be a tech ride home video. I hadn't done one in forever, and I'm going to start doing these. Let me know, you guys, if I get 100 likes on this, I'll do more. Because I don't know, some of you really like these, some people didn't. So I kind of stopped, and I kind of do that with a lot of things. I'm a quitter, damn it. No, but I just want to, you know, just kind of figure out where you guys' headspace is and what kind of content you're interested in. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about in this video today. You know, my videos, my channel has grown so much. You know, I've been doing YouTube now for a long time. Oh, it's a nice Ferrari. I've been on YouTube now for a long time, for a little over 6 years, and it's been really fun, and I never set out to do YouTube to make any money, and I'm being 100% honest on that. I did want to get famous. I do want to be famous, but I didn't, you know, set out to do YouTube from the standpoint that, hey, I'm going to be rich one day. That's not why I did YouTube. I did YouTube because I'm into technology. I genuinely like dealing with people. And I also just thought it would be cool to kind of share my experiences with technology with not only people, but to hopefully help people who don't really understand, because a lot of people don't really know about technology. They kind of buy stuff when they need to, and then they have no idea how to use it. Or, what's up, guy? Or it's one of those situations where, this guy's looking at me like I'm talking to myself. Or it's one of those situations where you might have bought something and you thought you knew how to use it, and something goes wrong and you need a little bit of help to get back on track. And that's kind of what I started this channel with. And some of you know that, some of you don't. And my bread and butter when I first started was working on controllers. I worked on controllers quite a bit, and I still do controller work, but not to the level that I did, because there's so much more that I feel like I can offer to you guys, and that's kind of where I'm at now. So life, with me, just like with most people, has kind of gotten in the way to a degree where I'm not producing content as much as I should, and that's really because that's my fault, because nothing should stop you from doing what you love. I should be doing more content, and I hope to kind of get back out there and kind of do these videos, because they're so therapeutic to me to talk to somebody other than the people that I talk to on a day-to-day basis. But you know, I got out of doing videos like I should have, and I've been watching a lot of videos on a lot of different platforms and not really doing my thing. So one of the things that I want to do moving into the summer is to really focus on telling my story again, and not so much focus on the tech, but focus on why I bought something, why would I buy something, why would I use something, why I use this particular type of technology. And I think that's a good place for me to restart, to re-energize for YouTube, so that I can kind of produce the kind of content that I think you guys will really dig, and that I think I'll really dig, because I can't do it. You know, I see so many people on YouTube now that are fake, and they're like, hey, and you guys, and some of you like that, some of you don't, but I see so many people out there now that are producing content, and they're either producing it for money or they're producing it for whatever ulterior motive, like in my case, to get famous. But, you know, it's just not who I am. You know, I really have to love what I'm doing as well, in order to keep doing it. And I got to a point where I wasn't really loving it, and that's what I've got to get back to. When I first started, and I keep going back to that, I was so excited just to post content and to see if anybody would comment, or if anybody would like it, or if anybody would say, hey man, you made my day, yeah, I appreciate it. And I've got to get back to that. And that's damn it, that's what I'm gonna do summer 2016. I'm gonna get back to me. You guys are gonna see on this channel a lot more blog style videos. If you don't like it, go ahead and unsubscribe now. I'm not gonna mind. But that's what it's gonna be. You will occasionally get an unboxing or some smartphone comments, and you're basically gonna see a lot more of my life. Or hear me talk about it and show you different things. And when it comes to technology, you guys are going to see why I use something, why I decided to get something, and not me talking about the specs of what something is and trying to do what every other tech channel's out there doing. I'm just going to be me, and whatever happens will happen. But I'm excited for that opportunity. I'll look forward to the journey, and I hope you guys will come along with me. Now, let's get into what I did this weekend, because I think that's important. It's Monday, and I'm going to post this tonight, darn it. But one of the things I want to talk about is what happened this weekend. So it was Mother's Day weekend, and I had a pretty good Mother's Day weekend for the most part. I recently bought a drone. You guys haven't seen that video yet, but you will. I decided to go out and get one of those DJI Phantoms, and I went with the Phantom 3 Professional because the price was too good to turn down. And I just want to get into doing some different kinds of stuff. I've always thought about drones, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to get one, but I went ahead and said, YOLO, made that purchase, and here we are. I'm scared to fly it because it still was like $1,000, but I'm gonna go out and try to fly it, and I will take you guys with me, and hopefully it's a success and not a failure. I don't crash the thing and get all embarrassed. I'll show the video either way, but hopefully it all works out, but I'm super excited. I was also doing some drone research because I'm a research nerd. Once I get into one thing, it goes to another thing and another thing. So I was looking at the DJI stuff. Then I started to look at the unique stuff with the Typhoon H that's coming out and the Q500 that has already been out. And I'm looking at what's the best and what about this and what about that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I just really been engulfing myself in research about drones or unmanned aircraft, however you want to call it, and the law and all that stuff. It's just very interesting to me, especially right now. So I've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out where I fit in and how I can best use this new tool as not only recreation, but also as an opportunity to create some slick content that I can incorporate into my productions. So really excited about that. Got a chance to see the new Captain America movie. Thought it was awesome. I'm a big Captain America fan ever since Marvel vs. Capcom. Even before that, a little bit of comic book stuff. But I really enjoyed the movie. Thought it was done really well for the few folks that are in that universe right now. Because if any of you guys follow the comic, the Civil War was on a much larger scale. A lot of stuff went down that was interesting, and that didn't happen in the movie. The movie was kind of buttoned up a little neater, but still a great movie, and it was slam-packed. And one thing I want to talk about while I'm on this movie subject is, folks, leave your babies at home in the movies, because halfway through Civil War, this little kid is crying, and I felt so bad for the little kid, not for the parents, because they should know better. But this little kid's like, wah, 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 the whole movie. And for about 15 minutes of the movie. And everybody's looking, and everybody's like, and nobody wants to be that asshole that says, hey, get your kid out of here, have some decency, walk out of the theater. But it was, that's how everybody felt. You could just hear it in the air. And I guess the baby finally said, screw it, nobody's listening, I'm going to pass out. And the baby, I guess, went to sleep because I didn't hear it anymore. But it definitely was not because it wasn't because the baby left the theater. It stopped crying on its own. But I was like, oh my God. And I'm sure everybody around me was like that. So that was a bit of a bummer. But overall, I just thought I thought the movie was great, minus the crying baby. And if you haven't seen it, definitely go check that out. And the last two movies that I've seen at the theater were just knocking it out of the park. One being The Jungle Book and the other being this Captain America. Both of them were like, wow, awesome movies. And I look forward to owning both on DVD, which brings me to my next point, DVD. Deadpool drops tomorrow, which will be May the 10th. I had to check. excited about that too, because I think it's gonna be cool. Haven't seen it yet, but I've heard great things from my nephew and other people. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy it sight unseen. I usually don't do that with DVDs anymore, but I'm gonna do it, pull the trigger. I'm excited. And yeah, we'll see. I'll let you guys know in the next Tech Ride next week or later this week what I thought of Deadpool once I actually watch it. But super excited about that. Other than that, new technologies. I've been working with a lot of cameras lately. I'm big in the Sony mix right now, doing a lot with the a6300, the a7S, a7R platforms, a bunch of different lenses, cinema lenses, you name it. I've been working on my website, which is really cool for my business, and I'll be talking about some of that stuff later. I actually do video production professionally, semi-professionally sometimes, and I really enjoy doing it. So I decided, my wife and I got together and we decided that we were going to go ahead and start a little business doing production, and we've done that. What the business will allow us to do is it'll hopefully give me the opportunity to make some extra money so I can buy more stuff, but also, you know, pay off some bills, go on vacation, that kind of thing. And, you know, who knows what it'll turn into. You know, oftentimes we start down these little journeys in life and we have no idea where we're going to go. And we find out at the end that, oh, this is where I was supposed to be in the first place, or, oh, this is where it's taking me. So this is a really cool little side journey. And hopefully this business ends up being something. I plan on it being something, but we'll just have to wait and see. Other than that, what else has been going on? The business, the website, games. What do you guys think about this Infinite Warfare stuff that's going on? I'm a little shocked right now. Come on, man, go up. I'm a little shocked right now because I thought surely Call of Duty won't be going further into the future. And they did. They went into space. Don't know how I feel about it, because Advanced Warfare made Ghost look like a good game, and now Black Ops 3, I did Master Prestige in it, but it's an okay game, but I don't think nothing for me so far has captured that Modern Warfare, because I came into Call of Duty late, that Modern Warfare 2, and then that Black Ops 1 vibe. Those were the greatest Call of Duties to me, even though I absolutely sucked at Call of Duty then, a lot more than I do now. I'm sitting right around a 2KD, 2.5. But they absolutely sucked, and I don't know if they changed the algorithm or what happened with the servers or something, but it's just not been a good situation for me. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about Infinite Warfare? I think it's a pretty dick move that they're going to give you Call of Duty 4, which I never played, but I'm excited to play with it as a bonus, because I just think they should have did that as a standalone, and they could have gone ahead and released that over the summer or something, and people would have been playing it and been happy. I don't know why, but they knew going in that this game was not going to be popular, and that's why they did it. That's the carrot that they dangled out there to say, hey, if you want to play this game, you've got to buy this game. So they want to get their money regardless, even though they know they're coming out with maybe a subpar product. I don't know that for sure. Haven't seen any multiplayer footage, but from the campaign stuff, I am not all that impressed. I am, however, impressed with the stuff that I saw on Battlefield 1. That looks amazing. World War I club, Mason people, beating them to death, horses, swords. That looks pretty cool. I'm excited. And I hadn't been excited about a Battlefield game to this point since Bad Company 2. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to see what this game ends up being. And man, I just think it's gonna be crazy. I don't know, I don't know who's going to win this race in November, because there's another wild card in there with Titanfall 2 coming out. Or I ain't going to say November, I'm going to say it in the fall, because you've got 3 powerhouses that are coming, because Titanfall will be on other consoles for the first time. So this should be pretty interesting. I don't know who's going to win, but I'm excited to see them all duke it out, because I think anytime that these developers are duking it out, that it's going to be good for consumers and gamers alike. So hopefully all the dislikes and all the hate that Call of Duty Infinite War is getting speaks volumes to Activision, and they go ahead and change up the formula and take us back to World War II or something like it, so that people can play a game that they're proud of again. Boots on the ground, all this thrusting will go away, and we can have a change of pace, which I think is nice for any genre, especially the shooting genre. Let me run in and get the kid. I'll be right back, and we will kick off the second part of the discussion. So, yeah, stand by. All right, we're back in the car, and we've got Kyla. Kyla, say hello.
Hi.
Hello. My voice started cracking. I'm like a 14-year-old going through puberty. You don't even know what puberty is. So I'm back. Had to pick up the kid, so we're headed to our next destination. But yeah, I was talking about Call of Duty, getting out of the car, and Battlefield. Really excited about both of those. I'm excited about Battlefield. I'm not so excited about Call of Duty. We'll see. I am excited about the Modern Warfare that Call of Duty is shipping with, because I didn't get a chance to play that one, and people tell me it's the one you want to play. So hopefully there's no hackers and modders and none of that kind of stuff in this remastered, and I get a chance to play it and figure out why so many of you fell in love with Call of Duty to begin with. So many people did, because like I said, I missed out on that one. I wasn't playing FPS at that time, playing some other stuff. So that's that. What else is going on for me right now? I built a monitor stand that has a 4K monitor on it, which I think is really cool, that I'm going to be using to edit and do some other stuff with. It's built, I use it pretty much every other night. I don't use it every night, but it's really cool because I had this debate the other day, and I was trying to decide, do I want a laptop or do I want a desktop ultimately, if I had to pick just one. And it was a tough choice, because I've been thinking about buying a desktop, but to be honest, I probably won't really use it that much, because I hate being tied down to a specific spot. That's why a laptop for me seems like the logical choice, and I think that it will be the logical choice. And it's solely because I don't like being tied down to a specific spot. And that's ultimately what happens to you, in my opinion, when you decide that you want to go with a desktop. You have to go where that desktop is, and that I don't like that. What you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments section, because I used to be, when I first got into computing, this was gateway computing, way back when, I was all about some desktops. I just thought they would catch me out, because you could go into the case and you could do this. Then I got into customs for a while, and then I got into Dell, and then I got into Apple. And a lot of people don't know that about me. I was not always an Apple computer guy. I actually didn't get into Apple computers until I was grown, I think. Yeah, I was a grown man. And that's when I got into Apple. I didn't get into them, young. I was into PCs like most people were that I knew at the time. And we were able to mod them and do different things, and thought it was really cool. And we were playing like computer games, floppy disks. It was crazy, man. It was great. And then I messed around in the first Apple computer that I got, because I was poor. And you can't say the words poor and Apple together. They don't make sense. But I didn't have a lot of money, and I got a used Apple laptop. It was huge. It was like one of those 17s, if any of you remember the 17s, but it was one of the old ones. And I got it because I'd had a chance to play with a Mac computer in the lab, and it was that old iMac. I remember like it was yesterday, and it was the big CRT monitor, and it was weird. But it was cool, because I dug the operating system, and I liked some of the things that you could do with it, because at that time I was doing like old Photoshop, and thought it was cool. And I decided that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get a Mac. So I saved up some cookies, and I remember that freaking computer was like $1,000 back then, and I was like, $1,000. And I got it used from Apple. And I think it was from Apple, might have got it from somebody else. But anyway, I remember UPS bringing it, and it was huge. And I had that computer for like 6 years. And it worked so good that I was able to sell it. And I didn't sell it for a profit, but I think I only lost $100 on that thing after 6 years. And I bought it used. So that told me a lot about that ecosystem, and I've had only Apple computers ever since. Now, I have dual partitioned quite a few of them, and put windows on them and all that jazz. So I do need windows in certain instances and work with windows, so it's a necessary evil. It is what it is, but I just I've been on the Mac platform as my primary platform ever since then. New tech that I'm excited that should be coming out soon. Like I said, I've gotten crazy about these drones. Got to get, I'm all about drones, so I'll be looking at more drone stuff. Word on the street is that GoPro is going to come out with a drone pretty soon, but it keeps getting pushed back, so we'll see. I might be excited about it depending on how my experience with this DJI Phantom is. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Always interested in cameras. I am looking to purchase a cinema camera pretty soon. Just depends on, what kind of budget I can get, because I don't necessarily need one, but I would like to have it as my workhorse. That way I'm not using my DSLR so hard all the time. Just have to, see what happens. My YouTube camera, and this is a very interesting thing, and I'll wrap this video with this, and then if there's any other topics, you guys let me know in the comment section. I'll talk about them next. I shot on this Panasonic camera. I started YouTube with a Sony camera, and it was an okay camera. It wasn't great, but it was a little handy cam, but it did the job. It was like, $600 or something like that back when I got it, which was expensive for a handy cam. And I had it for a lot of years, and I sold it. And then I ended up getting this other camera about 3, maybe 4 years ago, which was a Panasonic camera. And the video was so freaking great. It's probably the best camera that I personally have ever had. It has a great macro mode on it, and everything was awesome about it. The only problem is now that it is a 4K only solution, which is a bit of a bummer. Because everybody's moving to, it's a 1080p only solution. Everybody's like, what? 1080p only solution. And now that we're moving to 4K, it's one of those situations where you don't know how good your video is going to be once we move into 4, 6, and 8K. If we end up going there, which I suspect we will, you don't know exactly how your video is going to look. So you got to think about those things. And so I'm looking to move to another camera that's strictly my YouTube camera that is 4K, and I'm probably going to go back with Panasonic. That's a video camera, dedicated video camera, because I've tried it with DSLRs and stuff like that, and while they're okay, I really, especially my Sony stuff, I really need something that has the articulating screen and has all the bells and whistles that I desire. So I don't know, I'll keep you guys posted and let you know how that whole thing ends up, how it shakes out. But right now, I've been using my A6300, and while it'll do an okay job, I just don't think that me not being able to see behind the camera, I have to set up another monitor. It takes a lot of time. And when you are in the mood to shoot a video, you don't want to set all that stuff up, and then you have to look, and if you have a signal interruption or anything like that, it just drives you nuts. So you don't want to have to go through all of that. So I'm thinking about getting a dedicated video camera again. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm also looking at the Sony A53. I'll let you guys know about that one and let you know what I think. That's coming up soon. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this one up because we have made it to our destination. Super excited to be doing these again. So please let me know in the comment section if there's anything that you want me to talk about in particular in these tech ride homes. Again, this is just more of a welcome back video and just kind of catching you guys up on what I've been into. Hopefully the videos will start coming a lot more frequently, cross our fingers. But I've just got to get back into doing it. And your encouraging words that I've been getting and that I do get that let me know that you appreciate what I'm doing or appreciated by me. I appreciate you. So definitely, thank you so much. And that's all I got. So until the next time, I'll see you on Tech Ride. I'm out of here.